Hello and welcome to the Austin Partisan video podcast on Friday the 8th of July. So, the reason I'm talking to you today, delay some more. Birmingham International Holdings have once again announced that there will be a delay to the circular they are publishing prior to the EGM. Yes, I know it sounds boring as hell. Yes, I know it's complex, but this actually does mean something to us Blues fans, so let's get to it. Basically, what's happened is this. Before the EGM, Birmingham International Holdings have to send out a booklet to every shareholder to tell them what the EGM's about, what they're proposing, and there has to be something in there from the independent board that's been appointed and the independent financial advisors that have been appointed to tell them why they should vote for it, why it's a good idea. Someone who's unbiased, as it were, to tell them that. So it takes time. As you can imagine, there's so much information that needs to be put into this because you've got deals with Carson, with Peter Panu, with U-Consonance. You've got this new share conversion deal so that Trialists Trophy Asia can come in, which is going to dilute a lot of shares. And then you've got this whitewash waiver as well, so that Trialists Trophy Asia can own 60% and not have to make a mandatory offer. There's a lot in there. So a lot of paperwork means a lot of time. The other thing to take into consideration as well is that there are two different countries' regulatory bodies that are going to be satisfied. First of all is Hong Kong, obviously, so the Stock Exchange, Securities and Finances Commission, the SFC. Department of Justice have got to okay it because, of course, Carson's got this restraint order against his assets, which could be converted into a confiscation order if his appeal is denied on Monday. And then you've got the Cayman Islands, because don't forget, Birmingham International Holdings is a Cayman Island company. That means that Birmingham International Holdings have to push things through in the Grand Court of Grand Cayman, apparently. There's various stuff going on there, which we don't really know about because it's not reported, but that's going to be cleared up too. So, two countries' regulatory boards to sort out, lots of information to send out to shareholders, maybe the original estimate of the 29th of June was pushing it. So now we're looking at the 19th of July for the circular. The EGM is a minimum of 21 days after that. Normally a month, so you're looking at the start of the season. Of course, that pushes everything else back as well. So the original date for the completion of the takeover, which was supposed to be October, now you're looking at November. And I can understand people are starting to get antsy because it's like, well, we knew this window was blowing, but if it's not sorted by December, then the January window is going to get blown as well. This can't be good. I can imagine Trialists Trophy Asia must be pushing hard as well, because the longer it goes on, the longer it's going to take them to see any return. Ideally, they want us to do well this year and to push to the playoffs and maybe to fluke going up, because then they get their money back and more. If we're down in the Championship for another season, it's another season of rebuilding, and it's going to cost them more money, more time, etc, etc, etc. So this isn't good for anyone, but it's the name of the game. It's the way it is. I've seen a couple of people saying, oh, they're waiting for the verdicts in Carson's case. Again, not true. The reason being, Carson's already given up. He's already signed everything away. The writs that were in place have been dropped. Carson's out the game. Carson's appeals, the judgment's going to be handed down Monday. Sub judice means that I can't really talk about what I think will happen because it's prejudiced in an open case. And as I've been quoted in Hong Kong more than once, I've got to be careful. So I'm going to keep my powder dry on this one. I'm sure you'll understand. In Birmingham, well, in Marbella, it's not in Birmingham at the moment. They're out in Spain, aren't they? We've seen Dwight Tiendale taken on trial. There is Simon Lefebvre, the 6'8" goalkeeper, on trial with the under-21s. News broke today that we're after Nelson Oliveira. Now, Nelson Oliveira is a really interesting one because I remember being at Forest for my birthday at the start of this year, and Oliveira got sent off. He was pretty handy with his elbows. I think he got Paul Robinson, if I remember rightly. So maybe Oliveira will be liked by some Blues fans for that. I don't know. I couldn't possibly comment. But from what I hear, Rowett liked him because of that performance, because he put himself about, because he's got a bit about him. He thought, hang on a minute, this is like, this is how we play. This is like Clayton Donaldson, but 9 years younger. I think Oliveira's only 24. Yes, I think it will be a loan deal from Benfica, but I think his time at Benfica's slowly up, and there may be a loan to buy. We might be able to buy him at the end of it. We're competing with Sheffield Wednesday, who seem to want to buy every striker on the planet at the moment, and apparently Swansea City as well. It's a bit of a strange one, because you would have thought Swansea could do better, especially with the amount of money washing around the Premier League at the moment. The other striker that I knew we were after, and I've mentioned before, is James Wilson, on loan from Manchester United. Wilson's a strange one, because I don't know that much about him. I know that 6 months ago he went to Brighton, and we were like, bloody hell, we can't afford him. Now we're in for him, so that's a plus. But I don't remember him tearing up trees at Brighton, and I don't know much about him as a player. All I know is that he's probably fallen down the pecking order at Man U with the emergence of Marcus Rashford, and maybe he might be another one who's available as a loan to buy. We don't know. Speaking of loan superstars, John Terrell has gone to Spain, gone to Granada. I don't know if it's a done deal yet, but it was very close last I heard. It'll be a good year for him. I don't think he'll make it for Arsenal, but I think that will be a good move for his career. We'll see. Arsene Wenger's pretty smart about this sort of stuff, so we'll see. Tiendali. I'm not convinced about Tiendali. He's not played for a year, and he's a right back, and we need a left back. I mean, Dwight Tiendali can play left back, but I'd rather we signed a left footer. We are very, very short of left-footed players. Now, we're also after Kieran Richardson, who's a left winger turned left back, and who I think played pretty poorly for the mob across the Expressway last year, and I'm not convinced by that one, but yeah, there's legs in that too. So there you go. It's been quite an involved week, and I'm expecting it to get more involved. First friendly is next Tuesday at Solihull Moors, so I'm probably going to be there. So if you see me, come and say hi. Please don't hit me, and there you go. So from a sunny evening in Kingshurst, I wish you well, and till next time, keep right on.